Hey everybody, we're back! Happy 4th!
I hope everyone missed us because I missed doing this and I missed Serena.
I missed you. Everybody's like, okay.
Sometimes you give a compliment, so you get one back. You know what I'm saying? A little fun fact.
What's everybody doing for the 4th?
Well,
we want to see. Comment, like.
Yeah, I hope it involves something being outside. Like, I know it's hot, but if we can, deal with it for this, because we just had moments where we were like, all right, let's go back inside. But it really is gorgeous out here. What happened?
I don't know. No. Okay, we just lost our screen on Facebook. Can you guys still see us? There we are.
Oh, it flipped around. Okay, so we're going to get right into it because hopefully you guys are on your way to the lake, the beach, the wherever you go in, the cookout, like the barbecue, somebody barbecue who you weren't even invited to. Do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get right into it. I am fidgeting with this bottle of champagne down here, and Serena is going to go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead with my celebration. So I think everybody in South Florida has heard that Coco Gauff, 15-year-old from Delray Beach, Florida, beat Venus Williams, her idol. I think it was like her, idol or tennis idol growing up. She beat her at Wimbledon. And then yesterday, I believe she also won. She beat somebody else. I don't even know the girl's name who she beat, but she beat her. That's the most important part.
Coco.
So yay, Coco. She's from Delray Beach. She's only 15 years old. That is amazing that she...
My hands are soaking wet because it's so hot.
Yay! You popped it.
All right, Coco, we're proud of you. And
Coco.
I really appreciated how she handled the win, too. Like, she went up to Venus and she said something to her like, like, I'm here because of you or something. Like, you're my idol.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
Yeah, so.
And Venus should be proud. I mean, she kept up with a 15-year-old. Venus
and
is
inspired
no spring
her.
chicken.
Yeah. I mean, Coco wouldn't even be there, for the fact that Venus, went through that glass ceiling, bust open some doors for her. So, congrats to both of them.
And I love that meme that I posted a couple times too, with the with Venus doing the interview and the reporter not really appreciating Venus's level of confidence, and her dad stepping in and saying, "You heard what she said? She said it the first time. She's confident because she's confident." Okay. So in honor of 4th of July, we got a little special cocktail.
Oh my gosh! I knew that was gonna. I saw that happening. These are supposed to be rockets, y'all. I don't know what it is now. It's so hot. Cheers out there.
I fixed it.
Yay!
Anyways. Alright. My something to celebrate. This may be so corny, but whatever. Is the bringing back the hills.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So I thought we were
Feel the
gonna
rain on your skin.
No one else can do it better. Only you can let it in. No one else
can speak the words on your lips. Okay, that's enough.
Leave your spot open.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But that was a huge part of us growing up. Like the hills was everything for us. So I did catch the first episode. I thought we were gonna get a chance to record right when I found out it was coming on. So I was super excited. So today I was like, well, I can't say that because it's old. There's 3 episodes. It's no, it's still something to celebrate because that was. And not only that, I need my trash TV.
Right.
I need the kind of TV that I can watch and not have to think
and
about
it
anything.
delivered, right? Justin Bobby is on there, and the whole Adrena Justin Bobby drama
is right back up. So it's some of the same ish storylines, which kind of make me, I don't know, it made me happy because it's what are they going to be talking about? And then the same drama with Stephanie and Spencer, and I'm I'm with it. Okay,
they delivered.
We ain't mad at y'all for bringing that back. Mm-hmm. All right, so today we're going to do our show, kind of like a kickoff to summer. So pretty much we're going to talk about 5 things that have to do with summer. So we're 2 weeks into summer now? Summer officially started June 21st. So we're a bit spoiled here in South Florida.
It started 6 months ago.
Right. And we don't really know when summer officially starts. We wear flip-flops year round. So But I looked it up, and I think it's like June 21st or something was the first day of summer officially. So everyone is in their summer. Well, everyone in the States, because, you know, whatever. I'm not trying to be technical. But so the first thing we're gonna discuss our summer book.
Yeah, okay. Why not? Let's feed the mind first.
Okay, yours is interesting.
Yeah.
So you want to go first?
Yeah, so okay. My summer book is called Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered. It's the definitive how-to guide. So y'all are like, what is this girl into? So there's another podcast written by two girls, Karen and Georgia, and they have a podcast called My Favorite Murder. And so my husband always makes fun of me because I like to watch ID and like those murder mysteries, and he's like, what kind of person? But a lot of people like to watch those.
I think it's like a chick thing too.
Yeah,
like a lot of girls
and so I love their podcast, and at the end they always say, don't get murdered. And so now they are releasing a book this summer called Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered, which I will definitely be reading. I haven't read it yet, but I feel like it's going to be good.
Hey, Kenny.
Oh, hey.
So it's funny because when we were first talking about doing podcasts, that's one of the podcasts that I said we should listen to. And I stumbled upon that podcast in an Uber. And I was texting everybody like, this is the Uber that I'm in. Like, this lady look crazy. And because I didn't know what it was. But the girls were so funny, and all they do is talk about like murder stories, like real stories about crazy murders, like the weirdest stuff, like all over America. But then they'll say, well, okay guys, don't get murdered. So it's like the tone of it is very... It's kind of like lighthearted and funny, which, has ended up being like our vibe. But I'm interested to know like what their book would be like, because I do like their personalities on their podcast.
And isn't it that like what it's like to be a woman? Like your whole life, they're like, don't go in the dark alley. Don't like have your keys out when you go to your car. Don't do it. It's like how to stay sexy and don't get murdered.
Yeah, I love it. So. Yeah, that's actually a good topic. But when I walked up and saw your thing, I was like, don't get murdered. Like, you all right?
Yeah, she missed the stay sexy part. Which,
So that's a good read. So I'm going to read it with you, okay?
Yes.
So I read over the summer. Okay. And then my read
is
Guy P. Harrison's latest book.
Ooh. Guy P. Harrison?
You know that name, huh? It's his latest book, At Least Know This. So, because it's my dad, and because I tend to like write notes and stuff, I did have like some little key points that I wanted to talk about the book, but I don't want to get into that because I don't want to. Well, this one only got 20%. I don't want to get into. At first, I was going to mention some of the topics that he discusses in the book, but I don't want to mention some of them, and you say, "Oh, I don't want to. I don't relate to any of those, or I don't want to know anything about them." But essentially, we have a tendency, and I'm guilty of this, of walking just willfully ignorantly through life. Like, we just turn a blind eye to it, and I refuse to watch the news. I get my news updates from my grandmother and from Instagram, and I do that on purpose because I feel like the news is just like focused on making us feel away and feel constantly scared like we're going to get murdered all the time. So I don't want to do it. But there are other things that are not so like obvious that I do kind of turn a blind eye to on purpose. And this book focuses on the beginning to the end, why you're here. It's the who, what, when, where, how of all things, and it's the science behind it, so you understand and you really know. I mean, how many of us really know about the Big Bang? And it's not super nerdy like that. It's very lighthearted. It's straight to the point. I'm not finished reading it. I'd be busy, and I'm not really into like reading for pleasure, so I'm glad that we're doing this. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna read it, and I'm gonna leave this copy with you so you can read it too.
Okay, thank you. Ooh.
You're welcome, child. So those are our books.
Yes.
What's next?
Let's go to
Okay. So my movie is The Lion King with Beyonce. And I'm going to tell you why. So one, Lion King is like my favorite movie. It has the best story, right? But then two, it's because I am not like a Bayhive type. And I'm not like the type that I'm not going to go trolling on nobody's Instagram because they said what they felt about Beyonce. But I have defended her time and time again because of this movie, because a lot of people are like, oh, she's going to come in there with that Texas drawl and, Beyonce going to mess this up and Beyonce this and Beyonce that. One, I just feel in my heart that Beyonce is hardworking, and you can't take that from her. So I don't think she's just gonna come in here and half-step it. We know this. She's been working on this in our face for at least 2 years. So I'm sure she's been working on it for years before that, and I just don't think she's gonna mess it up. And if she does, like, I'm coming for her, the people that manufactured this, like, that, put this whole, like, idea together, and to have her in the forefront of it, because I don't know. But the on the Broadway version of Lion King is amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm really optimistic about it, and that's kind of why I'm like really, really looking forward to it, because I'm just like anxious to see okay, are people gonna call me and be like, I told you that we're gonna be about nothing, or is this gonna be like, you know, my 0 to 100 moment for good reasons or bad reasons?
And I saw they just released some promotional pictures for it the other day.
Stop, did you see the one they had with Jay-Z and the camel?
No. Oh my gosh, that's not nice.
So you know the one with the profile of Beyonce and the profile of Zimba, right? They put one with that on top, and then it's a camel, and then Jay-Z.
The internet. It's not nice.
It always wins. I can see it in my head. I might print that out, make it a poster, put it in my office.
That was a really good case you made for Beyonce, because like when you said I feel in my heart, like I was like, okay, she's about to, like, where is she going with this? But you made a really good case for her, so I'm expecting it to be good too. We'll see. All right, my movie is completely opposite. It's a Quentin Tarantino film. Some people like Quentin Tarantino, some people don't. I happen to like him. One of my favorite movies is Kill Bill. But he's coming out with a movie. It's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it actually stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. So Leonardo DiCaprio is up there on my list of actors. He's really good. And so I think my phone is freaking out. I think it'll be a good movie.
What is your phone doing?
It's just doing its own thing. Don't worry, guys. We're here.
Hi, Lauren. Hi, Nick.
Hi.
Okay, so what's the name of this movie now?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's about a struggling actor and his stunt double.
Okay.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. I feel like it's gonna be good.
I hope so, child. I don't be excited about movies anymore, but there are a couple. I get excited for the remakes, and I don't know. Does that mean I'm old? I think I'm just sick of like people just not making good stuff anymore. Like there's the It movie, you know, the scary movie with the clown. It's like It Chapter 2. I'm like excited to see that. And then there's another movie that they're redoing. Oh, Charlie's Angels.
Really? Again? They already did a remake. They're gonna do a remake of the remake.
Or maybe a remake of the original remake, and this would be a competition between that first remake and this remake.
Can they top Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, and Cameron Diaz? Are they gonna mix it up a little bit this time?
I know. So I don't watch TV, so I'll see stuff pop up on like, you know, IG or like online or whatever. And I remember seeing the three because I was like, who is it? Like, what is this? And I saw Charlie's Angels. Rosario Dawson? I don't remember. It's somebody. But it is the flavor mixed up a little bit.
Okay.
So
we'll see. All right, we'll look out for that. All right, so what we did: book, movie. What's next?
Activity. So
summer activity.
Or what do you think that is a must do this summer rather?
So I have my new little family here. My new little family. Well, I have Christian now, and he's a baby, so we have to really think about like what we're gonna do now since we have him, and where we're gonna go, how far, how that's gonna work. And so we were thinking of going. Chris's family is from Crystal River, Florida. That's North Florida, and they
Homosassa.
And they have really pretty springs, like clear water, beautiful springs, and so we thought that would be a really cool summer activity to do, is to go to the springs. All right, it didn't bubble over.
Almost.
So I think that would be a cool, like if you're in Florida, they have springs all over. So if you're close by a spring, I think that's something really cool to do.
You should swim with the manatees while you're there too. You like no. Did y'all see our face? Could y'all see? Why does it keep doing this? So weird.
My phone is like going crazy.
Okay, or not.
I don't want to
most gentle animals of the sea.
They are, but I'll observe them.
Anyways, so my activity, I don't know if I really get busy during the summer. I think I kind of sit still more in the summer. It'd be too hot. But I will say the must do this summer, especially if you live in Florida, is the beach. And as corny
My phone. I need to get my screen fixed.
You think that's what it is? That's so weird. Anyways, so I feel like those of us that live in Florida, and y'all I'm sure will agree, that we just take for granted what we have right here. in our backyards, like literally, like within driving distance. No matter where you live in Florida, you're close to a beach.
Oh my god, my phone is like...
Her phone is spazzing.
Technical difficulties, y'all.
Ooh, girl.
Okay. Hopefully that did it. Oh my gosh.
Let me wrap this up then. So I feel like we constantly are going other places and trying to find other things to do or find somebody else's beach. And I mean, we don't have the clearest water. I'm not really splishing and splashing in no Florida waters around here, but the beach is just a vibe, and the salt water, even the salt water that's like in the air, is just good for you. It keeps colds away, makes your headaches go away. At least that's what I be telling myself as to like why I need to constantly go to the beach all the time. But in addition to that, go somewhere.
Yeah.
So I know I'm saying stay here and focus on what you have, but summer is a couple months, okay? So take advantage of this time. Don't shy away from going places or traveling because of the crowds. Just wrap your head around the fact that you will have lines, or, you know, there's going to be some additional, you know, waiting involved with whatever you do this summer. But some people have kids, and the only time they can travel is during the summer, so just accept it. But don't feel like, you know, I gotta just stay where I'm at or whatever. Like, go somewhere.
Hey everybody on IG Live. Class of 03, yes. 03.
Who said that?
DGC.
Oh, Daryl.
Hey, and Mr. Mental Muscle, Mind Body One. You're recording a podcast or just hanging out? Both.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
We always do both.
Yeah. Duh.
All right, so that's my thing, is to get the best of both worlds. If you live in Florida, enjoy what you have here, but then also get your behind on somebody's plane or in your car and go somewhere, like explore. KK. So we got our cocktail.
Oh.
So in addition to our special cocktail that we made here,
Cheers.
listen, it's hot, and we have to be focused on efficiency. Okay, so we didn't have time to be out here mixing and maxing, relaxing out cool. So I don't know, we were looking online for like little quick cocktails, and somebody put a little popsicle inside of champagne, so we were like, that's it.
Yeah. And it was a rocket, but
but I do have a summer cocktail that I want to share. So at first I was gonna do this, I gotta look up the steps and stuff. So at first I was gonna do a lemongrass sour, but you have to like infuse the vodka, and it takes 2 weeks, and ain't nobody got time for that.
Ooh.
So watermelon Moscow Mule.
Ooh,
okay,
that's similar to mine.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
So I love Moscow Mules, and I love watermelon. Okay, so side note, segue-ish. So Gabrielle Union, did you see this story about her interview on Ellen?
Mm-mm.
So Gabrielle Union, right? She was I think they were in Hong Kong, and they went to like this karaoke bar, and she said there was a group of them, like maybe 10 of them, and they were all black. So the waitress comes out, and she said, "Oh, I have something very special for you all. I know you will love it." And she comes out with a platter of watermelon.
Oh my goodness.
So she's like, and they're all kind of like no one says anything. And she said, but no one will touch the watermelon. Everyone's kind of like, and they go on singing. She said, but then, you know, they're singing, they get kind of parched, like, So it's kind of like,
Oh my goodness.
and I was thinking, like, why? I would feel flattered if someone brought me a platter of watermelon. But I get, like, the whole rate. I don't know. I
want to get rid of the whole watermelon thing, because, like, watermelon, first of all, is good for you. It tastes good. It's just, like, I don't care anymore. Like, if they want to, I know it had a negative connotation.
But I embrace those things.
Right.
So, like, people clown me because I still eat soul food. Like, I eat chitlins. I eat all the stuff that we ate and kind of embraced only because we had to. But I think that's beautiful about our culture, that we were given like scraps and like the throwaway parts of animals, and then we were able to finesse it and season it in such a way to where
what we do, we make lemonade out of lemon.
Yeah, so I like embrace that. So I'm like, no, like, chitlins is part of my culture. So the same way, you know, every culture has their like delicacy. So I was just in Morocco And they have tangine. I'm so sick of tangine. And couscous. But, like, the couscous is, like, a delicacy. Like, they eat it every Friday. It takes hours to prepare because there's just so much that goes into it. And we did, like, a cooking class. And I was just like, I would be okay if I didn't have any more couscous. But that is important to them, you know? And, like, there's a story behind it and it means something. That's how I feel about watermelon chitlins, all of that. Collard greens, like, it's all for me, and I love it, and I embrace it. But her interview was so funny, because Gabrielle Union is just a funny person anyway, so she's just got, like, they got thirsty, they were kind of like, I have a little piece of watermelon. But, so this Moscow Mule, which we're going to make on, like, an episode, so we'll make your drink one, and then we'll make my drink on one.
I think ours has similar. Yeah, it has almost the same.
Oh, for real? So it's really easy. So I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. So you take a real watermelon, like no watermelon puree, no BS. You like cut it up in chunks. You blend it and then you strain it. You put ice cubes in a cup, and then you add vodka. I prefer Tito's. It's like my new-ish. Yeah, girl. Hennessy gives me heartburn now, so I'm like trying to back away a little bit. Fresh lime juice, mint leaves. And then you add the strained watermelon juice. And then you add in the ginger beer and you stir it. And that's it. Okay. So, and then, like, you can make a cute little garnish, like, with a lime wedge and, like, a little, you know, watermelon cube. But I think that's delicious. Like, I can't wait to try it.
That's actually, like, we're on the same wavelength because mine is called a watermelon cucumber cooler. So it's pretty much the same ingredients.
I love the watermelon cucumber cooler.
Yeah, so it's watermelon chunks, 2 limes juice, honey for sweetener or agave nectar, vodka. I like rum, so I kind of substitute rum for the vodka because I'm not a vodka person.
Yeah, I've only had it with gin though.
And then cucumber slices. Pretty easy. So about the same thing. I mean, when you have a summer drink, it has to have watermelon, cucumber, or something in it.
Yeah,
that's
because
cool
it gives it that refreshing.
Yeah,
I think it's Roots Chris that does a really good like cucumber cooler, and they do like a watermelon one. I think sometimes.
Okay. All right. So next episode, Mr. Mental Muscle. We were not on IG Live when you were on our show because we just like try new things. So
you like this better? Like, is this good?
What do you think?
Oh, I'm not in this one. Hi. I told her to scoot closer to me, y'all, and she was like, girl, it's too high.
Hot. I ain't got time. We're both
your hair hot.
Sweaty.
She's like, move, girl. And here I am, not moving.
Hey, Chris Redding.
So we said we were going to do 5 things. And, the fashion trend.
Oh, yeah.
What's your summer fashion
trend? So mine, I wish I had a picture, but it's the little rounds, the cute little round purses for girls.
We know what those are.
Yeah, I like it. It's just, I feel like it's something new. It's like little round circle. It's cute. It's different.
And there's so many different styles. I saw a couple girls had them when we were in Morocco too. And like one of them had like, I think it was Simone. She had one that had like tassels hanging down from it. Then one girl had, I feel like it was made out of like wicker basket or something. It was super cute.
You can get them in different colors. So
I like them. Yeah. That is a trend that I didn't really recognize that it's a trend, but it definitely is.
It is.
Because you're seeing them everywhere now.
Small purse, throw some lip gloss in your wallet, cell phone, keep it moving.
I'm with it. So mine is just bright colors. So I love like neon. My nails are just neon yellow. My toes still are. Dang.
They are bright neon.
I love bright colors. So like I was actually talking to Carrie, and we were talking about how our uniform for the rest of the summer is like those spandex like shorts and like the matching shirt, same color, but I want it in like all like highlighter pink, highlighter yellow, highlighter orange, highlighter purple, all of those colors because I just love that color. And then I'm really into like the big like bold like bright colored like earrings. I'm just putting less and less effort into clothes. Yeah. So if I can have it my way, I just wear I just wear like one solid color, but then you like jazz it up, and I love jazzing it up with like a little pair of earrings. Yeah, because
that's the best.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Did we go through all of our stuff?
That was fast, right?
Oh my god.
We said we were going to be fast.
Cheers, y'all. It's 4th of July, so...
Or were we fast? Or do we just think we were fast and we've really been talking for 45 minutes?
Yeah, I've probably been talking about Florida. Hi, Mercedes.
Mercedes!
Who else? Deontay Johns, Kendra Wilson. What's up, y'all? What are you doing for the 4th? Are you cooking out?
What you doing?
Are we invited to the cookout?
I ain't going to Houston today. Oh, Mercedes is in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Who else is in Louisiana for the Essence Fest?
Ooh.
Actually, don't tell me. Because I'm jealous. I want to be there too. So 0 to 100 then.
0 to 100. Oh, so speaking of, you talked about the hills in our celebratory moments, but I'm going to talk about it in our 0 to 100. So I tuned into the hills too, and Brody Jenner was on there. And of course, the subject of his dad, who is now Caitlyn Jenner, came up. And so he was talking a lot about...
His mom. His mom, Caitlyn Jenner.
It's his dad. So he was talking about his relationship with his dad growing up and, you know, what their relationship is like now. And he talked a lot about how they didn't really have a relationship. He wasn't really there when he was growing up. And he got to know him later on in life as Bruce Jenner, but really... he didn't really get to know him because as soon as he got to know him as Bruce Jenner, he became Caitlyn Jenner. And the kicker is that his wife is also, her name is Caitlyn. I knew my wife before my dad became Caitlyn Jenner, so it was a little awkward. But
then I thought it was weird because Bruce knew Caitlyn too. And
yeah,
she spelled it the same way and everything.
And he took I like that name, I'll take that.
And it's just so funny because you never really know why people do stuff. Because remember when he said that his name was Caitlyn, which is a name that is typically starts with a K, but he did it with a C. Everyone was like, "That's a diss to the Kardashians." I was like, "Come on, y'all."
Yeah. Yeah.
So really, he stole this girl's name.
Yeah, basically.
What if he didn't want to be a woman until he met her? And he
I hope that's not true.
I'm not laughing at the process.
Yeah.
Like, do what you want to do, but your 100 moment was...
My 100 moment was... So my 0 was, okay, he shared that, you know, that's something that he had to go through and that he's sharing with the world. And a lot of people now that this is something that people are, like, transgendered is a subject that now we're all talking about and people are going through that. So that's his own personal journey he was talking about, and I thought that was brave of him to share that. And then my 100 was people gave him all kinds of crap online because... they were like, you didn't refer to him in the right sense. You're being so disrespectful.
You didn't refer to him in the right sense is what they
her.
said? Oh, okay. I'm just wondering.
I'm going to get a lot of flack. I really don't care. But he didn't refer to Caitlyn. I'll just say Caitlyn in the right sense. They were just because they felt like he wasn't being politically correct. He wasn't saying it right. He was being disrespectful to the transgender community. And I was like, come on. Like, in no way was he being disrespectful. He wasn't making fun. He wasn't joking. He was really pouring his heart out and kind of saying what his personal journey was with his parent. And he still called Caitlyn his dad, which I read in articles that Caitlyn said that he still wanted his children, Kylie, Kendall, Brody, and I think he has another one, to refer to him as dad.
Yep.
To refer to her as dad. So
she's struggling, y'all. It's hard. That's a valid struggle, though.
Caitlyn as Jenner, I don't know.
But I remember that when it first came out, and then him saying
that was his personal preference to be called dad still. So,
and what is it based on? Is it based on like a rule book of when this happens then this, or is it based on the individual person? Because I thought we were embracing that a person can be who and what they want to be.
Yeah.
So if that's what he wants his kids to refer to him as, and that's what his actual child thinks of him as,
and that's
who
that's
the hell
their
is
personal
else?
journey.
Yeah. Like,
let
who is anyone else to come and be like, that's wrong.
Yes.
What's wrong? What's right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I don't like. You want
subjective.
people, like, I hate when people are like, be more open-minded, but then they're like, very closed-minded in the way that they want you to be open-minded. It's like, come on. Stop putting parameters on people. Yeah.
Like, don't be like, be open-minded about this, but I'm going to be closed-minded about
like,
that.
you're saying it wrong. So, I mean, let Brody Jenner live. And please, can we just have our hills without political and whatever drama into it or whatever? I just want to live in reality world without like social
keep the drama on the show.
Yes. Come on.
Don't like apply the drama to like real life.
And bravo Brody for sharing that story.
Yeah. Brody's been keeping it real thus far because he was mad at, or Spencer was like mad because he didn't invite him to the Indonesian wedding.
He was like, it was my wedding. I invited,
like,
he was close to me at the time.
And then I think Frankie was like, well, if you could go back in time, would you do it different? He was like, probably not. So I was like, okay, Brody, that's what we doing. All right.
People get touchy about weddings. That's a whole other subject. That's a whole other podcast we can talk about.
Well, I tell you now, as soon as my man find me, it's going to be a destination wedding. So you got to put in to get in,
good.
Okay?
But people are going to be mad about that, so just be ready.
Do you think I get Because, I mean, are you PayPaling me some money for this wedding? So
Exactly.
Because I'm too old now, so ain't nobody paying for it. It's going to be me paying for it. Well, and him paying for it. He got paid for it, too. But then some days I'm like, I don't even want it because of that foolishness. Like, it's not worth it. But that stuff don't bother me.
I definitely wish I wouldn't have gave people a year to act a fool. I wish I would have just been like, we're getting married. We're getting married next week.
Let me get you some more champagne, girl. I like this.
All right, so what's your 0 to 100 moment?
Hold on, I need to get you some more champagne. It's Friday. You got no job.
It's not Friday, but it's 4th of July.
It's the same thing as a Friday. A holiday is a Friday.
All right, go ahead.
So my 0 to 100 moment, I did not prepare. But when you said, talk about your trip for something to celebrate, I said, no, I'm going to talk about my trip for 0 to 100.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Hi, Sally. Hi, Gabrielle.
Hey,
Sally's
y'all.
my mom. Hey, Mom.
Because everybody need to know exactly who everybody is. So 0 to 100. So you might know, maybe you saw some pictures. I haven't posted it in Facebook. I will later. But I went to Spain and Morocco. So Morocco was a group trip, and I'm actually gonna do a blog post about it because I think people have such a lot of people there were saying that, like, I wasn't going to come because I just didn't know, like, how my personality would mesh with, other personalities. And I didn't want to be, kind of forced to be, around people that I'm not, like, really vibing with kind of thing. So I think that a lot of people are hesitant about doing group trips like that because it's, like, the unknown. Like, they don't really know, like, what to expect or what it is. And I want to kind of open that door and open their eyes as to what to really expect. Okay, so that's separate. But so my 0 to 100 moment with regard to Morocco and the group trip. This happened one other time on a group trip. The 0 is I don't get super, super excited before a trip. Usually because I only buy my plane ticket like a week before the trip. So I'm usually doing 1,000,001 other things. And then it's like, okay, now I'm on a plane or I meet up with the first person or first couple of people that I'm meeting up with. And now it's like, all right, turn up time. Now I'm excited. So this trip was no different. So my 0 is like the beginning. So starting off, I'm going to Morocco. Cool. Yay. Woo. So then I get there, and I'm one of the hosts of the trip. So shout out to the Roman Republic and the Wing Collective. Follow both of them on social media. Both very unique with regard to their makeup and their model as travel companies and travel organizations, but both amazing. So follow them. Okay. So 0 was just, very mellow, going on this trip, meeting these people. Yay, woo woo. And I was also 0 because I knew I had to leave early because of work. So I had to cut my trip about almost a week short. So I get there, I meet people, and even though I was only with the big group for like 4 days, when I tell you I made such dope connections with people that I did not know were strangers to me. And within those like 3-4 days for some of them, I made lifelong connections. And that's one of the reasons why I want to open up about, not open up about, like, it's not nothing deep, but I want to like really talk about like these group trips and encourage people to really do them, because my 100 moment was when I had to leave. So they all went to the desert and then I went to the airport. And when they all left, I cried. So I'm not a crier. So that was 100 for me, because it's like, dang, am I really like in this bed crying?
So did you know the people before you went on the trip? They were strangers, or did
most of them were strangers. So my friend Simone, my friend Amy, they kind of have gotten to know this group of people, like the Roman Republic, through me. So I knew them, but they have both told me, I'm so glad, I came. I met such great people. They've made their own connection. So it's like a domino effect, and it like branches out. So, and then I have a friend Tyler that went, and I really pushed him. So like I'll recognize in some people that, no, like, you need this or this will be good for you, and I'll push you, like, hold your head to the fire, like, go, like, you need to do whatever, fill in the blanks. And he was one of those people about this trip. And he was glad he went, because that's like kind of nerve-wracking for you when you push someone, because it's like, what if they hate it, and then they're like, you made me waste all this money,
it's
and
your
blah, blah,
fault.
Blah. Yeah, but no, none of that. They were all happy. And then my good friend Cassie, she is the co-founder of the Roman Republic. So she asked me to host it, which sucks because I felt bad about leaving early. But to gain those connections and that kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but that was definitely my 100 moment.
Good.
And I always am open to, you know, building and connecting with people, but kind of not really, because I'm really shy, so.
Yeah. Aw, you're not shy.
Yeah, I'm shy. So, you know, when I'm able to do it and people are really able to, like, you know, get to know me and all of my craziness.
Y'all, Natasha is not shy.
Yes, I am. I just deal with it differently than people.
Okay.
Yeah, so do we have anything else that we need to talk about on here?
No. Everybody just enjoy your 4th of July. We're so glad you joined us today on IG and Facebook. We're using all the platforms, all the things.
It's too much. We're going to pick one. Which one should we pick?
I like both. Why do we have to pick?
Because my phone about to die.
But we're almost done, so.
Okay. I don't want to go.
I know.
It's like not hot anymore, really. It's like a nice breeze.
It is.
As the sweat drips.
It is. I've lost 10 pounds during this broadcast.
Congratulations. See, the sun does good things for you. Not for real, though. Hey, have a safe 4th of July, okay?
Yes. Drive
no
safe.
Drinking and driving.
If you're going to drink, stay at your person's house, Uber back.
Mm-hmm.
safe,
There's too many options
fun.
now. Like, there's way too many options. I think Lyft is giving a discount this weekend. They said it was just for me when they sent the email,
good.
but I don't believe it.
Oh, good.
It's for everybody.
I'm having the barbecue at my house, so I'm not going anywhere.
Good.
People are coming to me.
Listen, if you don't have the app, well, I guess if you're too drunk to call Uber, you can't call me. But figure something out. I don't care. Like, don't drink and drive, okay?
And if you find yourself in a precarious situation, you can always call the lit lawyer.
Oh, yeah, don't let it get to that. But in the event that you are pulled over, I'd say that laughing, but it's not a laughing matter. Like, seriously, eat all the barbecue you can, drink up, you know, have fun, splash around, do fun things, but just be responsible, okay?
Yay. Cheers. Happy 4th. Bye,
I feel like it's been so long. We gotta say
I know.
bye. Okay, we'll be back soon, though, okay?
We will.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye guys.